Hey, watch this video, simple idea, but the tips this gentleman provides are priceless. Okay, everybody, Stephen Key. I'm back, inventRightTV. I've got a special guest. It's got a great product. I absolutely love it. Tom, welcome to inventRightTV.
Thank you for having me. Wonderful.
Okay, you've got a very simple idea. I think it's brilliant. I think it's easy. We'll get to that in just a minute. But first of all, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name's Tom Mitchell. I live in central part of the United States, flyover state, Missouri. I've lived in lots of different places throughout the country, including California. I've been a serial entrepreneur my whole life. I started by selling watermelon door to door when I was 12 years old in the 70s.
Okay.
And now I sell finger lights.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Finger lights. Okay. Do you have that close by? I think that's on your finger.
I just happen to have it right here. Thank you for asking.
All right. You know, it's got different colors. What is show? Do that again.
Well, it's rechargeable with 3 light modes.
Nice. Oh, geez, bright.
Dim, very bright. This brightness goes 36 feet.
Right.
This is not your grandpa's Buick and then a green one for night vision, for aviation and hunting.
Okay, so typically you created this. Why did you create it? When did you see the need for this?
Well, I've been a bow hunter my whole life, since 1977, about the time I was selling watermelon door to door. And, as a serious archer and bow hunter for elk and big game, I don't, and whitetails, I don't like using a headlamp. They're bulky, they're bright, they're inconvenient, and this personally solved the problem for me. My middle son, co-founding son, we have 3 co-founders, 2 of my sons and myself. He's a U.S. Marine Corps officer. He worked at the air station in South Carolina with F-35 and F-18 pilots, and they said, yeah, this would be a game changer. And that's how we developed it.
How do you go from helping you use a bow to do something completely different? So how do you use it? I mean, why is the light helpful when you're bow hunting?
Because it gives you the ability to hide it under your hand. So if I want to be stealthy, I can just put this under my hand and walk to my trail without alerting big game or other things around me that I'm coming and going. That's number one. Okay. But mainly it's just faster and easier. And that's what people want, especially nowadays. I don't know if you've noticed, Stephen, but the world is moving very fast. And the faster you can get something done, the more productive you can be. And that's the bottom line compared to a headlamp. It's just faster and easier.
Okay. So tell me about all the different ways I could use this. If I'm working on my car, can I use it when I'm working on my car?
Yes, we have mechanics who have purchased it. We've had mechanic influencers post about it. Again, faster, easier. But for mechanics, they're particularly interested in getting into a tight space. Same thing with HVAC technicians, electricians, plumbers. But we have found a true product market fit, if you will, with big game hunters and aviation. And for big game hunters, like I explained, we have those benefits. For aviation, same thing, faster and easier than a headlamp.
But it seems like even if I was walking my pet at night, I'm not going to wear a headlamp, and I'm not going to hold a flashlight.
Well, people do, of course, but they're hard to find. And, obviously holding a flashlight, you have to hold it in your hand. One thing we've heard from dog walkers and joggers is that they'll use this at night and they flash people on the street so they get over. And this really is nice because it's on your hand. You're already running or you're walking your dog. And I would tell you, when people see it, they see it and they move over. But we built even a Maserati. This ring is the patent. We have 3 U.S. patents. No one's ever done this with a ring before. We're able to crimp this thing down to the tiniest finger and crimp it up to fit up to a 13 size ring 13 finger comfortably. And it holds its true form and function. I mean, we've been using this one for almost a year, months. So it holds its form and function. So it makes it very user friendly.
Okay, great. Tell us how easy it was when you came up with the idea to start to build a prototype? Did you build one yourself, or what did you do?
So the prototype was actually built by a surgeon. This was originally invented for surgery, and he built a prototype. But I cut my teeth in the medical device space, and I didn't see that big of an application for surgery. Now, we're still looking into a sterile version for that, but I saw a much bigger application with the general consumer. So that prototype was relatively easy to make because it was a prototype. It was also replaceable battery. This was not easy. This was a challenge. The prototypes are easy, but to do what's called DFM, or design for manufacturing, extremely difficult, especially the ring.
All right, I really love this topic. Talk about the difference, Tom. If I'm building a prototype, should I concern myself with manufacturing?
100%. I've learned a lot. Again, I'm a serial entrepreneur. This is my 7th startup. We're breaking records with Shopify on e-commerce. We're top 1% of Shopify stores across many metrics. So that is easy, actually. It's a grind. Marketing is a grind, but it's fun. It's relatively easy. But the one mistake, many mistakes, but the one mistake I made was not including design for manufacturing along with the design of the product. And I think had I done that, it'd have been a lot more streamlined, but we didn't have a manufacturer. We were still interviewing manufacturers. So yes, design for manufacturing, or DFM, is a really, really important step if you're developing a product.
Nice. So where do you manufacture? Down the street?
We actually have a U.S.-based manufacturer that owns its own factory in Mexico and China. So we are made in Mexico with a U.S.-based manufacturer.
Oh, nice.
It is nice.
It's very nice. Let's talk. How many did you have to order the first round?
We could have ordered as few as we wanted to, but we ordered 10,000 units, which a lot of people said, "You're insane." I said, "I know." That's why I like to live. That's how I like to live. We ordered 10,000, and we're ready to place another order right now. We're actually a little concerned we might run out of stock. So we've sold about 4,000 units so far. We've been on the market 11 months. We broke a $40,000 ceiling in January. We had a record weekend of sales on e-commerce, on Amazon and our e-commerce store. It's starting to happen.
Oh, very good for you.
Thank you.
All right. Let's talk about protection.
Yes.
Do you have a patent, utility, design? Is that important to you? Do you care at all? What's
yes,
going on there?
We have 3 U.S. patents issued, and we're pending in 42 countries.
Oh, geez. Okay.
Yeah, this is a real deal. We're creating a new category. Think of us as the Yeti of finger lights.
I love it. Was it expensive to file all that stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Okay, let's talk about marketing for just a minute. You said it was easy. How easy is marketing?
Well, it's easy relative to manufacturing a product like this, but it has its own challenges. A couple things I learned right away. Well, let's go back to manufacturing. So we decided, and we did the research, do we make this green light or red light? We went with green. I won't go into details why. We thought about it. We did the research. Right away, after 2 weeks, I'm like, we should have made a red one too. So we're doing that now. But when it comes to marketing, the other thing I realized is we're not in the finger light business. We're in the video production consumer psychology business. And when you can mesh your videos with consumer psychology, you have a winner. And how do you do that? Number one, you have to have a hook. If you're going to advertise on Meta or Google or anywhere else, you better have a hook. Nobody cares about your product. They just don't. They don't care about you. It's not they don't care about you. You know what I mean? They care, how is this going to change my life and how can I not live without it? And you have to communicate that with a hook in 3 seconds.
How do you do that so fast? How do you explain that pain point so quickly?
You test and you test and you test. We just started running ads on a helicopter website today, running an ad, and we're going to do it a month. And we're going to test one version 1 week, another version the next week, and we're going to track how many clicks it gets. And you do the same thing with Meta and Google. You test things.
Oh, do you have someone to help you with that? Is it complicated?
Well, we
Okay.
come up with the creative, ideas because we know more about the Fingerlight than anybody else
Okay.
in the world. But yes, we have an outside firm that helps us with that, and they're awesome. We went through
Uh,
4 marketing firms to
why
find this
so
one.
many?
Yes.
Why?
Why?
I've heard that before. Why so
Honestly,
many?
I mean, because people don't do their jobs. They're not talented enough, or they don't show up, or they don't listen, or they don't execute. And it's nothing against them. They're busy,
Okay.
whatever the reasons are. And but I don't want to beat up on those other firms. They did a good job, but this is not like I said earlier, your grandpa's Buick. This is a new product category, new device that is actually pretty easy to understand. Rechargeable, one size fits any finger, any position, 3 light modes, waterproof. It's IPX7 waterproof. It's highly durable. We've had them go through the washers. They don't care about that. You have to touch the consumer emotionally. And not a lot of firms know how to do that. And
Okay.
sometimes they just don't execute.
Really smart, Tom. Everybody, it's the pain point. Tom knows what it is. He knows how to get attention because you have to do it very quickly. You don't have a lot of time to do that. Um, that's a great conversation. Most people don't even talk about that, Tom. Thank you for mentioning
They
that.
don't? About what?
No. Well, they seem not to focus on that, but that's how you get sales. People don't care about your story. They don't care. What are you doing for me?
Right. So I would recommend to anyone, read Miller's book. The author is Miller. I think it's Donald Miller. Miller.
Okay.
Brand Story.
Oh.
I read that book right away because, look, I sold medical devices for 30 years. I launched really cool, novel technologies that changed the way that spine surgeons fuse your spine. And that's not marketing, though. That's different. So I had to learn, how do I market? I'm 61 years old. I'm learning a lot of new things. So I read Miller's book. Here's the premise. Every brand needs a guide, a hero, and a villain. Take Star Wars, for example. Who is the hero? Luke Skywalker. Who is the villain? Darth Vader. Who is the guide? Obi-Wan Kenobi. Take the movie Jaws. Who is the villain? The shark. Who is the guide? Captain Quint. Who is the hero? Chief Brody.
What does the guide do? How's the guide
This
involved
is
in
the
that?
guide, the product.
Oh.
The hero is always the customer. And this is why I am 100% focused on extreme customer service, and why our Shopify store, after 10 months, was awarded 1%, top 1% for fast, reliable delivery.
Okay.
The customer is always the hero, not the product. If you focus too much on the product, no one's going to care. Go to if you watch TV, you might see, Burger King commercials. I think the slogan is BK, have it your way. You rule.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nice. Okay.
Customer's the hero, product's the guide. For us, the villain is headlamps. That's our villain. That's the villain we've chosen, and the messaging's working. Okay. But it won't work for everyone. You have to pick which villain is most important for that particular audience.
So Tom, what keeps you up at night?
Nothing. I sleep really well. No, I do wake up early sometimes, and I have work to do. Honestly, it's the grind. Okay. 90-hour days, and I did mean days, by the way. I'm able to stretch 90 hours out of one 24-hour day. Remember when Jesus fed all the people with just 5 loaves of bread? That's what I do. I'm not Jesus, but I'm able to produce at tremendous capacity. It doesn't keep me up. I sleep really well, but there is a lot of work. And if you're not ready to work, just go get a real job.
What, 40 hours a week?
40? You mean a real job? No, these are 90-hour days. This is nonstop. Okay. It doesn't ever stop. You can't stop. I mean, we are in hyper growth mode. 146% growth in January or October, 246% growth in the fourth quarter. We're out of cash. We need cash. I'm putting money into the company. We did a friend raise in 24. This is not inexpensive to do, but look, we're growing organically now. We're able to use organic cash, and I've cut our expenses dramatically to make this work, and it's working. You have to pivot.
Right.
You have to pivot. And if you don't pivot, you will fail.
Good advice. All right, Tom, where can people find you and buy it? Do you have any videos, a website? How can people find it?
Yeah, great question. So we are available online at fingerlight.com. That's Light, fingerlight.com. That's our e-commerce site, very efficient. And you can find us on Amazon.com, Walmart.com, Sporty's Pilot Shop. And that's about it right now. And then, of course, social media. We just launched our TikTok shop. We're not actively promoting it yet. We just got it approved and just don't have the time to put it together. But TikTok shop will be active soon. And find us on social media. Just search Dex, DEX, Dex Fingerlight.
Perfect. Thank you. Hey, Tom, thank you for coming on inventRightTV. You guys, simple idea, not so simple. There's a lot to it. And Tom explained a lot about it. He talked about the pain point. Tom, thank you for coming on inventRightTV. Anything else you'd like to say? Any words of wisdom?
Words of wisdom. I will tell you this, and I don't want to get too, mushy, but you better have another mission in life besides your business. The business is going to consume you if you don't. My mission is God Almighty and my family. That's it. Okay. And I'm an outdoorsman. I'm a conservationist. And there's always a means to the end. All my businesses I've done, there was always a means to the end. You see my baseball bats maybe in the background. I coached baseball for 10 years. I bow hunt. I have a farm. Live your life. Don't let your business consume you, but don't be lazy.
I love that. Okay, everybody, Stephen Key, inventRightTV. Tom, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your story.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Okay, the takeaways. There are so many takeaways in this interview. Number one, I love that Tom was talking about the pain point and how he read a book and they talk about really addressing the pain. Who's the hero? Who's the guide? I love that information. I think it's really, really smart. I also like that he's got this attitude, this mindset of just keep on working. And you heard him, how many hours he works. It does take more time than you think it is, but you have to believe it. I also like this one last thing he said, have a work life balance, which we don't really talk about because sometimes these businesses are so all consuming, but you should focus on a lot of other things. It will help your business, but it will also help your personal life.